Hey, we're just going to do a little bit of a tortoise update. Georgina here, she's getting bigger. And she spent their first night outside when it was too cold because we built a little house for her. So all the tortoises, all three of them, spent the night in our little project that I did. This is actually a cold frame upside down. This was designed as a cold frame with insulation, and you put a plastic piece or a glass piece over the top so you can start your plants when it's cold. So it wouldn't have these sides on it, but we have the insulation on the inside, we have a glass on top. You can start your cold frame, so that would be able to warm up very easily, and you'd have to make it so it would vent if it gets too hot, because it could get very hot in there. I took it, put these edges on it, and just turned it upside down and put a little roof on the top of it. I dug this piece out. This is their little ramp to go inside. All they need to do is just go in to their little hut house here, and they can spend a night. That's enough for them to stay warm. You know, the nights are getting no colder than, you know, the high 50s. And so, you know, they're little, they need to be more at that 65 to be comfortable. But this way we're able to go and let them crawl in there and crawl out, and they don't have to be in the house, which is a big win for us, because they're just getting too big and they're like little wild animals in there. When they were littler, it was a little bit easier to manage, but they're big enough now that they need to be outside. And there's a tortoise going in right now. They're curious, so they want to know what you're doing. While I was describing this, you know, the tortoise walked down over to see what's going on, and is there something new over there? So it's kind of fun and interesting to observe them and watch them and see what's important. And, you know, the tortoises, they like to go and hide. They like to go, when they take a nap, they're always looking for the corner or to dig a little hole. They like to dig a hole down and kind of hide in there when they taking a nap or for the night. And so we kind of created that same sort of environment with the little house here. That's going to be a place where they can go in and be protected. And so they like that. They like to be over in the brush. They like to be hidden. And so it's kind of neat to see what they like, what they don't like, what they gravitate towards. Yeah. This is our little fenced in area that we had some hog fence, and then we had some old deck boards that we used because they can get right through there. I should have taken a video of them trying to escape, but Georgina was down in the corner, and then one of them climbed up on it and went through the edge right here and then escaped out. So I had to do a double layer of the boards. As soon as they all get big enough like Georgina, then they won't be able to get out. But until then, we'll have to do the boards. They have their little hut. They have kind of an old stump here that they have little holes that they dug in. They have a couple of trees for brush around that they kind of can go in there and hide and get shade. So this is kind of a great little system for them. And we can move it around the yard to different places where there's more grass. But we're really not having very much grass because we're kind of going all natural on it. And so other plants are taking over, which nature means that the grass really wasn't suited for that. We're just kind of making it work by applying all the fertilizers and the you know, other things to go and control it and to make the grass work. So we're really just letting nature take over and just mowing the weeds or the plants down, which is a little bit of a problem because really the tortoises want to go and eat grass. That's our little update for the tortoises. Thanks for watching.